Gotta realize people need things in the time of need from the constructor. If they have a certain amount, not a salary, but an income or a lump sum. Like, so if I have a lump sum and people were attacking me in 2015, but they claimed they existed in secret and they got exposed, like a $50 advance when the payment is at the end of the month, that means I could pay at the end of the month and I'll pay the advance in the week. It will be close so they won't get contact because it will pay it. You see, I just need a little bit longer time, but they'll say it's law, but you claim it's a public thing that has no rules, but you want to say you need the money quickly. I appreciate it and I use it, but I will pay it back in appropriate time, just not in a week because I get paid every month. It states that, but you just want to get a quickie off of me and I want to get a quickie back. You see, so you can't do things outside of the law, but expect the things to be done. No, I will pay you back, guarantee 100% payback, maybe even give a tip. You see, because I like the program, but it's like I won't not pay you back. I won't do the thing. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So eventually I could have paid my own loan, but people just offered it. Like if you had money, like, it's good, but I could have paid it myself. You see, but it's just like I had low income, but I still got my stuff in order, still built my life, had your whole family. I'm not scared. I don't care if you're a crybaby, just get out of secret, you see. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So you do have to point out that, like, someone could try to like harass people and blame people, but it's like at the same time, like when I build my life, like a $50 advance, like I thought I wasn't like that's different than a $10 advance. Like imagine if you had $50 at the end of the month in one app, one program, that's like a whole different key. Now if someone gives you $300, like I don't want your big ass lump sum money. That's not even enough to pay half a month rent, you see, because they're gonna raise the prices, say, oh, well, just stop being a creep on me, you see. I'm finna build my life regardless of you in secret. You're never gonna stop me with your social security disability crybaby foolish games. You see, you're a grown ass man. Stop acting like a kid stalking me for all these years, trying to wait your whole life to get a reality off a real nigga, you see? That's what I'm trying to tell you. I don't need you being petty in secret. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I don't need your whole family stalking a real nigga when he claims something came from him, something came from him. So it's like I could tell you like things do relate because like people will be like popping. Like I'll have a lot of twins come up in my life. People claim never existed, claim they were the only ones. Like the Gemini, like I can name people cousins, my film, my movies. You see, love, personality, difference. Not getting grouped with the school and saying, oh, we popping, but still getting the social security just in case people might want to jive, have God in them, but people will get annoyed, but they'll still like it. You see, because they're robbing each one, like one fool and one. You see, and then the other one come be doing business, school together. It will be raw, but it's like I have to abide by my twins, my brothers. You see, so we raw on the thing, like having on them, like you say. So it's like you just have to interpret it because he needs it there. Because a real man will know. Don't do all that music as long as you have an accountant and you know that people ain't trying to play. You say, hey, let me put him on the right thing. You see, it's my brother, but it's also my homie. It's also my business associate. You see, we've been doing music. We've been riding together. We just didn't want to be isolated in one tribe. So it's like people will get around, but it's like you do have to mess with people with God or else get a lawsuit just in case someone says, oh, you a lame. You don't want them to make you feel like you're sad or emotional or you just don't have no friends outside of the student at that time, you see, because it's a lot of people who say, oh, maybe I could get you right, mom, but if it's a lot of people trying to isolate you, you probably pretty raw. CB was raw, but it didn't have nothing to do with real life beliefs, you see. So when I was Cubby, imagine when I got skinny, but I was already skinny before that. I was already skinny before 2020. So it's like, I know people could say, oh, Femi is skinny, right? But I was a light skin. That's why I wouldn't have to claim African American unless it was like I was already American. You see, so it was Martin Luther King. Like people have the gang violence, but the whole time they could have wanted to get out unless it was a certain way that they was wondering, because gang life, like if you don't realize that people was a real GD, like that's what I'm trying to tell you. So the boy, they'll leave him there, but they don't realize that these is real gang members. You see, you can't see their eye. They don't want to leave. They can create the domain right there into, they could turn the south side of Chicago into a Joliet real quick. So it's real, man. You don't want to play with them, you see. So people will be exposed. Where's the big show? These niggas never came from CPS community college, nigga. They say, man, turn that shit off. Like people got the whole community college changed from that area of art form, you see. So that's what I'm trying to tell you, so people could get a lawsuit because it's real gang members. You see, so they be like, like on a different level. So I get a phone call, but it would be like a crusty. Keep in mind, I used to be good in 2015, but it would be like a certain way. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Say it'd be real gangsters, you see, but it's not like a kitty gangster. Like it's real man stars, real certified, wondering why they're not getting payments. You see. So a lot of people died because they try to make people pay them, but they didn't realize it was like a scam type of thing. You don't have to be an agent to know that something is a scam. You see, you don't have to be like in subsidized housing to know that things is a scam. But a real nigga talks to people to their face and breaks the law. You see. That's what I'm trying to tell you. In the Bible, it doesn't talk about breaking the law. It says be accountable to the leaders of the world. It doesn't say don't break the law. You see, if the law is made to be broken, what does it mean to break the law? It's like to break it, you see, and go to someone's face and break it, you see, because it will cause things. Say you can't work here because you're hiding behind all these principalities. You didn't go to school. You're not certified. Let a little kid who wasn't even born work here before you even existed so that we can have the economy flow in America, just in case there was football things when Big Show tried to put a stingy when the boy already had his first department, already making moves that cost the city billions of Olympics promise when they were real people. You see, real people with saliva Greeks running in the Olympics trying to make a history so other people could come. You see, so like people will say I'm a lame. You not a lame. You beat a lot of people. You can't just beat a lot of people and say, oh, I'm a loser, because they'll get to be safe and have the Apple say, man, you was a lame. Let me fuck with other niggas. You see, you can't fuck with people in a certain way. So it's like that's what I'm trying to tell you. So the boy will hang out with murderer thing. You want to be popping, but you want to make sure like a Tobio. You see, these niggas is popping too. You see, Jay, these niggas is popping like this nigga folded a Kyrie like that nigga was strong as hell, muffin as hell. So if you stand counsel, people will know things completely different. Like the people will think completely different. You see, I was like, man, like he seen my eye. Like that's what I'm trying to tell you. But it's just this way. Like that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's funny, right? Because like people will do a thing, like people will say not my eye, but it's like people in the city in American art, you see, people could be raw like my best friend, you see, but it's still like a Tilo, you see. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So like, but it's like my man's like he'll come to the size, but it's like still my size is good too. But he was saying 14 inches, he must be on some African shit, you see. But it's like still like that's my friend, you see, we still be cracking. But when people probably did college say, oh, we grow up, like why would you want to grow up, like what, unless you were a man, like what's the point of growing up if you're going to be a lame nigga for the rest of your life? That's what I'm trying to tell you. So people might not be a lame, like you see. So people have 5 businesses, but you do have to realize, like you might have a brother, someone might have 5 businesses, you might have another brother, someone might have access to 5 museums. If you have a president in the history, you have 5 museums, like you're good. Nobody's going to be a president with 5 things, but you have to stand counsel just in case other people. But if it's your tribe, you know people ain't trying to play you, it's good. So people will say, oh, I have a job, but you gotta realize I'm the one people attack. Presidents attack me, people with billions of dollars, because it was my real life, you see. When I was a kid, I wanted to go to a university before the Viking. I'm not no 5 businesses, Truman College nigga, you see. I just have to point that out, you see, because people have been stalking me since 2015, trying to say, oh, I don't ever fuck with you. Get out that secret. I have to make that known because people tried to stalk me in isolation, claiming they were the only ones. You faggot, stop stalking me with your whole family. I'm just going to put that into the population with your whole family, not you as an individual stalking me with your whole family trying to get an individuality because you're a funky nigga, you see? That's what I'm trying to tell you. Stop stalking me. Get out of secret. Stop telling people you don't exist with your creepy ass. Stop stalking me, you faggot. Get out of secret. Stop getting emotional and get a fucking job, you grown ass man. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So people will try to say, oh, I have the law. You don't know me. I had my first job when I was 15. My first department when I was 17. Stop stalking me, you crybaby. It's more people in the world than just me. Don't spend your whole life trying to stalk me because you couldn't get a reality for yourself. There's plenty people in the world. Like sometimes people can mess with people like, oh, it's clear. Pictures are good, right? If you a real nigga, you will always take pictures 100% getting everything because you could get lawsuits. But it's my real life. Now, if a real nigga, like a real pretty, like a Batman nigga took a picture of Femi, but not Femi, you see, but if he took a picture of an average John Elementary Lucas nigga, it might but people have spirits. They don't want people taking pictures of them, you see? That's what I'm trying to tell you, because people will know. Like if you see someone saying, don't take a picture of me, you say he don't like people taking pictures, but if it's in a church where you're going, you might want that on the media to say you was in that church. If you don't want to go to that church, don't come. He said every time he was going to record, you see? So if you don't want to just mention it, that's fine. Don't be trying to treat people because you saying that you petty, trying to get a lawsuit on the church because he took a picture to get you a moment of God on recording, you see? If nobody took that picture, nobody will know you was at that church. People might kill you for saying, why are you going to that church and you think you're so tough? You're just a petty person, you see? So I don't record you. I respect you, but I don't know you. So I just record somebody else who wants to be recorded. He said he was going to record. Just mention that you don't want to be on recording, and that's it. I'm not the church. Don't tell me you don't want to be recorded and try to talk to me saying that you don't want to be recording the conversation. You see? That's what I'm trying to tell you. So like for me, like if people could be petty, like I said, okay, yes, man. You see, but it's like when all your family can't be stalking me because you're off recording. I deleted that picture. You see, ain't nobody putting you on the internet. You come from your free will and tell people, oh, you're just an average person, and he wants to say, oh, get his moment on camera. I make you look good with my camera. You see, but now you don't got no picture. I don't know you. It's the law is there. You see. So I'm not trying to record people who don't want to be recorded. If you hear, you should want to be part of the organization and get into the thing. But it's like, if I take a picture, it's people get lawsuit of protection. But if you just want to be not recording, that's fine. I'm not trying to do the thing, but I love recording. I'm going to get it right. But don't be stalking me, trying to steal my camera intelligence, saying your fat ass was hiding in secret, trying to get lawsuits because your fat ass got knocked out of secret. I said, you fat bitch, stop telling people, stop recording you and trying to steal their stuff. You fat, I'm telling you, I'm saying, you fat phony bitch. Don't fucking act fool with me. This is my shit. You see, I could keep my stuff in order. I know exactly. I'm not trying to record you and make a fool out of you. I'm just trying to get it on video that when you worshiping, you might, if you don't want nobody to see you here, you might not want to come being a phony. You see. That's why God will be a certain way. You might want to get that on recording to show people you trying to make a change, not trying to get a lawsuit on people in secret. Don't come in secret. I'm going to get you out of secret. I might just keep that picture and post that's that hypocrite over there. Sometimes it's a real church with real beliefs. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You don't want to be coming saying, I want to be a man, but then now you trying to sue the place saying that you just a jabroni, you trying to get an account on people, you see? That's what I'm trying to tell you. I ain't even record you outside of the law that was mentioned. You got to love people before you try to get a lawsuit. Someone might get a lawsuit for you saying that you was just trying to stand out in a certain way, but it's like you don't want to pray and then nothing happens. But it's not for the camera. That's why sometimes you got to be ready for the movement. That you might see yourself on recording and say, hey, that's me. But if you not on recording, you have to follow the movement of the church. They trying to grow, bring Skokie over. They trying to bring Skokie. They trying to make things everywhere their feet walk into to a chamber of kingdom. You see, they're not trying to leave things the same old way. You see. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It should be a blessing. It shouldn't be that same park at a certain time because someone say, I don't want to be part of it. We got to get those people off recording and get the movement going of that structure with the same vision that people have when they do the teaching. It's a spiritual relation, you see? And can't nobody just come and see a teacher hiding in the corner when a nigga performing everybody like it, recording, pulling out their phone, saying it's fun as hell, getting on recording for their life, you see? That was Marvin. He was doing the performance. That's the song that was released, and it was fun to see like what he would come when he said to the fight. That's what I'm trying to tell you. People love having lawsuits or something to record saying, oh, that was the boy who released that song when I was a certain year. He was also doing his official dance. He wasn't just a goofy, you see? So people will say, oh, prove it. Why are you in secret? It's claiming millions of people exist and you want lawsuits, but you claim you don't exist. Stalking a nigga claim it's not true that you don't exist because you were full of hate. If they weren't hating on him, they was hating on me. I might get my lawsuit. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Don't stalk me in secret and tell people you want a lawsuit because you didn't exist when a boy proved something and you got offended because it was on camera and you want to get a lawsuit, you see? People get law when they dance. They say, this is who I am. I want to be. This is part of who I am. I'm not just no Pee Wee Harmon nigga who says I want to go to a church and get a lawsuit because you don't see the other people praising, but you don't want to be part of that group. It's real. Like, I'm not going to leave people empty. You see, that's just my opinion of a man, of a boy, of a kid who says, oh, I want to get this on recording, get everybody looking nice. Don't record people specifically. I'm just going to get it like a praise, you see? So you say, oh, that's when I praise. Let me do a different praise. Let me wait to the next message to lay low so we could get it on recording so that when people get the freedom from the film, when the boy sing, when the boy Q sing, like, that's what I'm trying to tell you. If you don't want to be part of that trial, like, that's what I'm trying to tell you. So he got it cracking. But at the same time, like, people do be raw. But if you go to the church because it's cracking, you see, you can make it more cracking. But it's like it's like he'll use his elements because that's what he has to use. You don't want to be used super people who already got used in the gospel. You want to preach a fresh message, a fresh jive. But if you don't get it on recording, people will say, why is he jiving but nobody's saying? Why is he jiving but the message is not reaching people, you see? It's not just because social media. It's just that if you don't get things on recording, nobody will know what you ever preach, what the hot time was. So you just leave the recording. But if you don't adjust it, you'll say, oh, wow, that was good. So the cameraman, it's not just the empty camera videotape. It's a live message of a recording of lawsuit. If that church prospers, then you might say that's the picture. You might say I was in that picture. I was praising out loud and record me, you see. But if nothing, you say, what, the church ain't going, there's nothing going, that's it, you see. So that's what I think when I do the camera. I'm not you. I'm not going to record you. I'm not a professional recorder. I'm just someone who comes from scratch and does thing. I have brothers that say come from scratch. It's not, you don't have to be Lil Wayne to make a music, you see. But it's like people will try to make a church and that's good. But it's like if you're not on recording, you can't be part of that organization when you claim your church is going to rise because you want to record people when you didn't want to be recorded, you see. Sometimes I had to be recording on music videos when I was chubby, didn't want to, but it's because it was I had to do it because it was part of my tribe, you see. So it's like when the boy made the movie, it's the fact that he had people to get together. That's what it's about. It's not about people saying, oh, Solar Mook is fake. Oh, people want lawsuit because you was in secret, you see. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Sometimes people could get a little offended and wonder, why am I still saying secret? Why am I still trying to get lawsuits? Why am I still funky niggas telling people I exist in secret, trying to harass niggas, you see? Because it's like, I'll be a certain way. That's the like solar mood. Like, you don't realize like that's exactly what I was searching for in the church. They might be a little lower because man, like will speak a certain way, but it's like you can't beat Mook. Like that's what I'm trying to tell you. So it's like, you see, I'll be working on the solar Mook. I'll make Clarone, but like, it's because it's like a funny thing. But Mook, it's like a gangster who has the chance to be seen instead of be seen as evil because there's tribes who try to sing in secret because they be straight black. It's not like a horror church, you see. So it's like, I don't know how I knew it happened, but it's like when I pray, I'll know in the spirit. Like, I won't just be like a kid praying. I'll know in the spirit, like it won't be a GD. It will be like a kid. I used to be from a real black community. You see, no Horner Park nigga, no Lakeview nigga, no Evanston nigga. You see, I didn't used to travel to Evanston with my feet and say that it was funny. I never was like that, you see. So it's like real men have real life, like they was 18, like and 14, you see. So it's like, that's what I'm trying to tell you. So other people, I don't like recording everybody. I just like keeping it in counsel. So it's like, all I do is what I'm told, but it's like, I get it good. And I remember things, you see. I remember everybody, but I don't bring it up because now every guy selling corners on the t-shirt and secret trying to record people, trying to stalk me because they say someone who's made to record is made to record, but someone who's made to personalize is having every mother and their child out of secret because the fat guy was already hiding before Firehouse existed. You see, so don't be recording people trying to put them in a state that didn't come from your spirituality when your whole church is stalking people trying to get recorded when the guy said he didn't want to be recorded. You got to have a game time. You have, every time I record, I get the right angle. Like, I get the thing, he'll turn it to the next Brad Pitt, you see. But they say it's not true, so I don't record you unless it's with everybody. I'll get the good people and the quality and link them. But it's like people like when it's done, I just record. But it's like I'll be getting things that I see from the organization's growth. Now, I left that organization because people said, don't record me. Now your whole church is trying to get off of my thing. I might get a lawsuit on each of you for trying to be a hypocrite when I did my film and you just wanted to see in secret because some fat Mexican existed attacking me before the coronavirus after Firehouse.